We are in the construction zone today to talk to Aaron Haunhorst. He is with the Associated Builders and Contractors here to talk about what's going on with construction, and wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So is construction spending up or down?
Slightly down in comparison to last year in 2015, but obviously there's a lot going on in the world, which we'll talk about, which will impact that here in the future. So, but slightly down, nothing I would say that would be concerning.
Of course, Brexit is one of the big global issues. So did you see maybe some slower decision making with new construction because people were not quite sure what was going to happen?
I think you will. I don't think you've seen the impacts of it yet. I think in the course of the next 6 months, you will see exactly how impactful that will be. I think it's too soon to say anything, but obviously we saw what happened in the market. Markets come back strong. There's just a lot of uncertainty, and with uncertainty.
Okay, let's talk about commercial construction.
Sure.
So what are you seeing? Is it very competitive out there right now?
Extremely. Very competitive. Commercial construction in your retail, hotels, hospital industries, yes, very, very competitive market, very, very tight margins, but there's growth on the opposite side. So you have growth in sales levels, in profit margins, and in staffing levels. You deal with a different problem of having not enough workers to do the work. That's a major problem.
Great sign for the economy. So what are people building?
Well, right now you've got, and a lot of what we do in our world, you've got retail going up all over the place. You've got a lot of industrial work, So if you are out there in the world and you want to be a welder, there is a lot of opportunity coming down the pipe for what we call pipe fitters and welders. The specialty trades in the course of the last few months, there's been job losses in the construction industry as a whole the last 3 months, but in your specialty trade contractors, they've actually been hiring on jobs, which are your welders, your pipe fitters, HVAC, electricians, those kinds of guys, and girls. So
good to know there's job growth out there.
There's a lot of growth.
Let's talk about environmental issues too, because I know a lot of buildings are now being constructed in a way that is more environmentally friendly. So is that driving business at all?
I think it's driving change. So in a sense, yes, driving business. You have two parts to that. You have the environmental side and you have the safety side. The safety side of that is very much there's a lot of injuries in the construction industry, so there's a massive shift in safety awareness. Associated Builders and Contractors is who I work with to change a lot of that. But in the environmental side, you also see that in safety work together. I believe the environments that they work in and then the type of work that they are building, in other words, your green areas, which has provided a lot of opportunity, but also it's another skill set, and things are done
very
differently.
specialized,
very
correct?
Specialized skill set, and with a shortage, you've got to bring people in. For every 4 people that are leaving the trades these days, only 1 is coming back in, because we were all taught at a young age that college is the way to go, not to the trade school, but they're very lucrative careers.
What about other trends you're seeing in the industry?
It's the biggest trend right now is the change with the safety and how companies do safety and the OSHA regulations that are coming out, and the skilled worker shortage. You're seeing grant money come in, a big fight for grant money, funding for training and education. So that's a big change, and that will your unemployment rates in the construction industry are often skewed. What you see is that you may have a 7% unemployment rate, but specific trades right now, if all those 7%, if they were pipe welders, they'd all be working in Louisiana right now.
There's just that many jobs out there.
There's a ton of jobs out there. So it's getting the skill set and getting the funding to train people for that skill set.
Unbelievable. And what about wage growth? There has to be wage growth if the people are in demand and there's a shortage of workers.
Economics 101, supply and demand. It's definitely increasing wages. It's also, that's where your competitiveness comes from. The increase in the wages is making it very challenging in the marketplace, and it's driving up costs. But it's growth.
This was terrific to have you here. Thank you for coming on the show, and keep us posted.
Anytime.